Welcome to the ArmaniTalks podcast. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this podcast, I'm helping you level up your 5 soft skills: public speaking, storytelling, social dynamics, emotional intelligence, and creativity. 5 soft skills for you to change your life forever, skyrocket your confidence along the way. In today's episode, we're entering the world of emotional intelligence along with social skills, and we're going to be talking about how to let people vent. Whenever someone is very comfortable around you, they're going to want to vent to you. But if you're not letting them vent appropriately, what's going to happen is that they're going to close up and they may not open up again. Whenever someone is venting to you, you don't want to keep on contributing stories of yourself about the same situation that they're going through. So for example, if this person is venting to you about their boss, you don't want to also contribute a story about your boss. You want to, number one, analyze and see what exactly do they want. Do they want a solution for their mean boss? And typically you can tell someone wants a solution when they keep asking you, hey, do you have any ideas on this issue? But if they're not asking you that, then you really gotta learn how to shut up and let them talk. Venting is very, you could say it feels good. You ever seen a sponge that's soaked, get wringed out, and that dirty water comes out? That's what it feels like whenever someone is venting. It feels as though they are soaked with a lot of bad emotions, information, feelings. And what they want to do is they just want to wring it out. But they don't want to wring it out with anyone. They don't want to go in the Uber ride and just let their Uber driver have it. Instead, they want to do it with someone that they trust. So I think it's a good thing whenever someone vents to you occasionally. It could become bad when they continuously vent to you, because that's when you become something that I call the emotional tampon. You don't get anything out of this. Whenever you try to vent, they don't listen. But in this transaction, you're the only person that's consuming their venting sessions. So it seems like one of those parasitic relationships. Whenever someone is venting to you too much, you got to create an excuse. Otherwise, they're going to keep on doing it, especially if you just sit there like a dummy and keep nodding your head. Sometimes people like to be vented to. I know lonely people that love it when someone vents to them, because other than that, they're not really getting any sort of social interactions. If you're not like that though, let's say you're leveling up, you have a purpose, you have things to do in your life, and you listening to someone's venting session should not be viewed as something to take for granted. If I'm over here listening to you vent, understand I have better things to do, homie. And the fact that I'm listening to you, you better be grateful later on. If you're not grateful, then I'll just leave. I already have a social life. You're not a part of that. At least your venting sessions, that is. Make sure you don't let someone vent to you too much, because you don't want to be an emotional tampon. That is a very low social value creature in the social skills world. And if you want to learn more about social skills to make sure that you don't fall into the trap of being an emotional tampon, be sure to check out my book, The Charisma King. Within this book, you are going to learn much more about the little details that separates average people from charismatic people, how to listen better, how to contribute strategic sentences that make other people want to listen, plus plenty of other topics that you will not find in Google. That's a guarantee. Check out The Charisma King in the link in the description box, or go on ArmaniTalks.com and grab your copy today. Thank you very much for joining the ArmaniTalks podcast, and I will catch you next time.